Start talking. All right, cool. Not sure what the relative volume levels are, but I'll try to get it right. Hello, everyone. This is Grand Finals at UGS. Cool. This is Grand Finals at UGS. As you can see, Michael versus Drephen. Drephen from Ohio. He's in town, probably for something. I don't think it's Combo Breaker. I should know when this is, but. Anyways, we got Sheik Puff, and Michael's style of Puff is definitely an acquired taste, but I believe he's one of the single most important influences on making Chicagoland more skilled as a region, because it forces people to wait, or they get bodied. So let's just talk about the match really quick. We got 76% versus 0, which, oh, is that? No, that's not going to do it. I would say one more setup like that, and Michael's done for. Puff got about one more, you know, good hit left in her. 2 more if it's a fair, most likely. Yeah, he's gonna live that, and then next one will likely kill. But the thing is, oh yeah, there it is. See, so, sure. Up tilt rest, still on the table at all times, assuming it's last stock.
We're using a dynamic mic, alright, I like this already.
Yeah, what's your tag?
The Lick.
The Lick is the other guy.
Yeah.
Alright, so what's up, dude? We got game 2 of Michael versus Drephen. Historically, Michael has the advantage. Drephen believes that, you know, Michael wins the matchup between the two of them. Chris really told me that going into today, I believe. And the reason is simply just because Sheik still has the down throw fair confirms for kills, like she doesn't have every other character. However, no reliable way to get the grab at all. You have to do it as a mix-up, and only then it's not even then it's not really safe. What do you think about what's going on? What do you think about the matchup?
I really think that Drephen just has more experience, straight up. I just think that'll help him definitively a lot more.
All right, so I mean, who's your pick to win the set? I think I'm gonna say I think that Michael at least is going to win the first set.
That's fair. I agree with that.
Because first off, I think that it's often the case that the player coming from losers finals just has a little bit of heat coming in. He 3-0'd really. Oh, you see how like he just disappeared for a second?
Yeah, yeah.
Michael 3-0'd really, who had beaten him the previous 3 sets, going back to the last UGS. And so getting the 3-0 is definitely a step in the right direction for him. Making sure that you know, he retains, you know, his dominance outside of Kelly in Chicago. I've not seen Kelly very much recently.
No, I have not, no.
I haven't seen him at NMG. He hasn't really been here too much. He must be dealing with some family stuff. He's a real man, you know?
Yeah, he has a family.
But back to this, I think that, he's dead. He's definitely, nope. That wasn't, you see how much height Puff got on the air dodge?
Yeah, I feel like he could have flow charted it, but it would be really tight. And it would take some mistakes on Michael's part.
Right. So, Sheik players are generally known for being pretty safe and baity and kind of like stand back and wait for you to do something and then punish it. But Michael is even more like that. And so this matchup is just wait. Random approach is a mix-up, and then they react to what happens. And then when I say wait, I mean they're obviously going to be doing moves. Michael's going to be throwing out safe back airs on shield pretty much the whole time. Drephen's going to be trying to force his way forward to make Michael kind of jump unsafely above him, and then they're going to see how many times, or rather, who gets more of the good, outcome from that interaction. Right now we're looking at an even game with a slight % lead for Drephen. I think needles are huge in this matchup, and something that Drephen, I think, needs to utilize in order to win is needles, because I don't think he's going to win just boxing with Puff over and over again. Puff has the advantage in the mix-up game, in my opinion.
That's fair. I mean, needles aren't exactly the best thing in the world compared to, obviously, the Fox lasers, but they're definitely a tool that he should be utilizing, and he seems to be utilizing it pretty well.
Well, I mean, he's doing it a little bit, but the real thing is Michael isn't giving him a ton of space to charge them. So the thing is, we're noticing a dynamic of Drephen pretty much chasing Michael. He's not making Michael come to him at all. And I'm not saying that's the wrong thing, but that is Michael's element. That's where he thrives, is when people are trying to get in against him. And so you can see Drephen kind of running at him, pressuring the corner. What I personally believe he should be doing is going to the other side of the stage and charging needles, and then waiting for Michael to come on, because eventually he has to. Oh, all right, that works. Michael not getting the tech, that's understandable. And then after that, basically just kind of waiting for Michael to do something unsafe. It sounds pretty lame, but I know for a fact that it works.
That's fair.
But the thing is, oh yeah, there it is. See, and that's what I was gonna say. Puff has the ability to just vaporize a lead in seconds if she gets the correct read. Whereas Drephen, he's just gonna get a neutral win. He's gonna get 20, maybe 25% at best if he gets a 2 to 3 hit combo. But I mean, Jigglypuff is just gonna basically win out in those situations where it comes down to rest or not, So that's where I think Puff's advantage lies. So it sounds kind of stupid for me to say this, but I think the key for Drephen to win this set is gonna be to be in the lead, because otherwise Michael doesn't have to approach him.
Right.
Michael doesn't seem... oh wow, what is that?
It's a weird interaction, definitely.
He gets burned by the fire even though he tries to kick it, but it seems that Michael isn't super versed in kind of just dodging Sheik repeatedly, sort of sharking the ledge with her safe aerials. I don't know if they're totally safe, but Drephen was definitely doing that. Michael seemed to kind of be in an unsafe place the whole time. That's just what I saw. Forward throw.
Something that Drephen's doing a lot here is just playing the safe. He's just playing the game. He's not really doing anything too fancy here, and that's something that I think across the board more characters can do against Puff. It's just play the game.
I would agree with that. I feel like Sheik in particular benefits from a very straightforward playstyle. That said, I mean, she has a lot of mix-ups that all need to be utilized. Oh, rest her shield? No. Okay. Try the ledge hog. Gets the ledge hog. You see how fast Michael made Puff get from ledge to ledge?
That's that aerial.
That's not easy. That's not easy.
Yeah.
Puff is not a fast character, and so he needed to turn around and do full drift back to get to the ledge. So because otherwise Drephen did the thing that made it he was anticipating having attack. That's why he did that.
Yeah.
Drephen a little bit maybe in his head. This is gonna be game 3, so I mean this is the counter pick.
Oh, okay. All right. He can get something off of this.
I would say that was probably worth it, but he's gonna need. He can't do it again unless it's last stock, so he needs to win this whole stock honestly. That said, doing that versus trying to win neutral 7 more times, I mean, makes sense.
But eventually, I would think Drephen would catch on.
Well, catch on to what?
Catch on to him just going metaphorically balls out for
a rest.
Yeah, for a rest.
Well, Michael's never gonna go balls out for a rest. He did it because it was actually a guaranteed setup. He had the amount of hit stun that he needed from the I think it was a neutral air into his shield, and so he went for it because he calculated that it would hit. I mean, Michael does miss rests, but it's not because he's going for a random one. It's because he just missed. That's my understanding at least. I mean, I've played Michael a decent amount, and when that happens, I know that he has a legit setup. It's just, crouching the grab. See, that's another advantage Puff has. Drephen has not been getting a lot of grabs because he hasn't been going for them because of that.
Yeah.
And it's smart. You just want to do safe aerials. Alright, Michael might bring it to last stock here. Nope, gets off ledge. I think it's hard because slow roll-up would have allowed Drephen to safely land on stage, but it's all good. Doesn't take any percent in the meantime. I wouldn't say this is even, but Michael needs like one meaningful neutral win in order to basically win this game and go up in the set. Drephen needs the same thing. Jab forward air is online, strong back air is going to kill, forward air is going to kill. Any strong aerial will kill on this stage at this point. If Michael whittles him down anymore, then basically all he has to do is force Sheik off the stage to where she has to up B on stage.
There it is.
And then he can rest the up B, but Drephen gets it, finally landing that.
Really good patient play from Drephen so far. I really just like the wave dash back. He's telling him to come to him.
Yeah.
He's not letting Michael play his game.
Yeah. Well, I mean, yeah. I mean, he's doing his best that he can to disrupt Michael. Like I said, I mean, the projectiles are the best way to make a character like Puff approach because otherwise she has literally no reason to. But, you know, for as much as I've been kind of maybe disagreeing with, you know, Drephen's game plan in terms of, like, always facing Puff, always kind of putting out moves, I mean, it is working. And, man, I mean, he's, like, up in percent. And, obviously, Puff benefits more from Dreamland than Sheik does, but Sheik will live pretty long on this stage if Michael's not going to kill with rest. So, we've got a pretty big percent deficit. Even rest isn't super safe because Drephen can come back and kill it.
Right.
So, I'm certain that Drephen obviously wants to, you know, take this in one set rather than two. I know he wants this game. But all I can say is an early lead against Michael is like, it's awesome to have it, but Michael he knows the comeback, he knows the game plan, you know? Oh boy, down smash, big damage. Okay, he's got like 45 damage, which is pretty significant.
I think that's the best he could have done there, but not risking too much.
Yeah, and he did exactly what I had recommended earlier. He ran away, started charging needles. Loses the stock, but you know, he got good percent. And assuming every stock goes like this, he's gonna trade up to 90% the next stock, and then basically being 2 stocks to 1 by the end. So he's at a good pace right now. Trying the down airs on the shield. Surprised he's not getting rested for that, but he's spacing it pretty well. So I'm not sure exactly how that plays out.
I think it was just one of those things where you just don't expect it. Like you expect an aerial, but you don't know what's going on.
Well, I'm not sure how long you've like been watching Drephen. I mean, you know he has a lot of experience, but like the down air, like as kind of an aggro move, is kind of the Drephen, you know?
Oh, really?
Yeah, he's known for that. Kind of just using that. I mean, that's like his not his signature move. I mean, there's only so many moves, obviously. It's not like you can say your signature move is a down air, but like he's known for like going for it. And it's working out so far. He's got the 42% lead. Pretty much in exactly the same situation as when he took the last one. But we're gonna see. Okay, Michael getting some good counters, building damage. Oh, you see that shit like drop through the platform? It's brilliant.
Yeah.
I'm surprised Michael didn't like wait and do nothing and wait for the roll because it's a pretty common option for Sheik, and that's
oh no. Oh
yeah.
No.
He overextends off the ledge, accidentally like messes up his jumps.
Oh no, he's gonna do it again. Okay, never mind.
Yeah, but I mean, the only thing I'm not liking like the moves I'm seeing from Drephen right now because he seems to be trying to make things happen, and I think that Michael's gonna try to pick up on that and like get a pretty big swing if he gets the chance. So if you're gonna be the aggro player, I mean, you have to make sure you're spacing everything perfectly.
Oh no!
All right, Drephen, I think he unplugged and replugged his controller. Maybe he leaned pretty far forward.
I think he might have just been like one of those frustrated things.
Yeah. I believe Michael is like hands down the best player in Chicago for playing the lead. That's what he's best at, I believe. Like Michael does not blow leads, in my opinion. I would say he's like I would heavily favor him to win this game, just because of that. I have a lot of faith in his ability to hold a lead because of his conservative style. And now Drephen has to come to him eventually.
And he has him above him. That's never good.
Yeah, I mean, she can get down on this level. I mean, because it's so wide, but she's gonna eat some damage. Yep, and
sometimes maybe even a whole stock.
Yep. So I mean, you notice how Michael used the fair to, you know, kind of hit through the smoke cloud in order to not get popped up. That's how he got that rest, because he knew Drephen was gonna be forced on stage. And in my opinion, what Drephen did was the smart thing, going as far in stage as you can. I think he was worried about a forward smash, but Michael was pretty ready for it. And so, what I said, you know, Michael's good at the lead.
fair.
And I'm gonna go out on a limb and say if Michael wins this game, I'm gonna favor him to win the whole thing. I would say he's gonna win the tournament if he wins this set. Otherwise, it's Drephen, obviously. The stage isn't great for Buff, it's a low ceiling, but you know it is pretty wide, so you know Michael's DI can help him survive a decent amount. Do you have a favorite stage?
Battlefield. Every time I'm playing a tournament set, I always ask my opponents if they want to go Battlefield.
Yeah, that's exactly what I say every time. Battlefield or Strike.
Yeah.
But I always lead with Battlefield. That's my preferred option. But I mean, usually we strike to Battlefield anyways. I mean, unless they, you know, strike Battlefield, which is usually gives somebody at least an advantage. But yeah, I agree. Battlefield's the best. All right, down tilt up air. He catches the DI behind and gets the up air. Down tilt up air is one of Sheik's like few like high percentage confirms that involves moves and not grabs. That and jab to fair is really good. Oh, he's got him above him. Mike's good at the juggle. It's gonna take a lot of percent here.
He went for it all with that down air there.
Yeah.
I know you said it's like his signature move.
Oh, he hit the strong reverse fair into the strong back air. He's gonna go for the
reset situation.
No, he just gets him. He recognizes Drephen's gonna try to do a tricky like spacing with the up B and calls out the fact that he's just gonna fall to ledge. So that's pretty good. And now we have a pretty even game.
Oh, okay. They're fighting. Oh no! Oh, he grabs a reset invincibility.
I think if Michael either pulls off and re-grabs or rolls up, then that's over. But I don't know what's going on here. I don't know what like either of their game plan is for this part. I think Michael might be going for a grab, like an up throw to like make Drephen miss attack off the tree. That's my best guess. Usually you don't see this much like interaction on Stadium. You know, they're really close to each other.
Even in like in high interaction sort of matchups, you don't see that.
Yeah, I mean, Fox versus Falco, they usually wait. Oh, Michael kind of flubs a punish on a missed grab. Doesn't need a lot of damage for it, but the real loss is that he could have gotten a lot out of it. I think he could have gotten a rest and not, like, I mean, Drephen would have been able to punish, but he wouldn't have been able to kill off of it. And now Michael's up to the percent where his forward air doesn't set up for anything. It's only down tilt and grab pretty much. Drephen missing the grab, recognizing Michael will shield, but he kind of tries to guess what Michael's going to do. Forward smash is shield pressure, I like it. Alright, here's the kill. Alright, 78%. It's going to be crucial for him to build percent here. If he doesn't build any percent, then I'd say like Puff has the advantage on even footing.
Definitely has the stage positioning to do so. He's taking the stock right now.
Yep. Gets the air dodge on, but you know, takes the damage rather than the kill, which is good. Ooh, the back hit of the down smash, very good.
Another 10. That's where you sort of build into that next stock there.
Yeah, 48 is decent, hella decent. Michael recognizing he can't get to ledge because the platform stopped his full drift. And you know, at this point, I think dash attack and otherwise unsafe moves from Sheik are actually pretty good because they're even more unsafe and therefore a good mix-up, you know?
Yeah.
Also, you're at such a high percent, like that what do you have to lose?
You know, something that we haven't talked about a lot here is how draining the set must be for both players.
I think they're used to it personally. Michael has been in a lot of grand finals recently. Drephen, no stranger to, you know, grueling high-pressure matchups.
That's fair.
You know, a lot of people would call these quote-unquote lame players because they're really conservative, but I think this is just their element. They're used to it, you know? I mean, Michael is very okay with timing out. Oh, he misses.
Oh, missed rest.
I think this kills, yeah. So that would have been a big turning point. If he had gotten that rest, I think he would have traded. Instead, he's down pretty much a full stock. We're going to see how he responds. Michael is really good at sticking to his game plan when he's down, but I'm not certain that he's going to be able to pull this out unless he, like, he needs to, like, win a bunch of neutral in a row.
I think he's trying to force right now. Even though he's winning right now, he's definitely, those last couple aerials he was doing were very forward moving.
Drephen, that is.
Yes.
Okay, yeah. Oh, stuffs the forward smash with a jab. Oh, tries to back air the air dodge, but it's just a little bit too much. Alright, so we got basically one hit left in Drephen, and Michael, obviously he's got his last stock. Any damage he takes now is going to basically make it that much harder for him to pull this out, obviously. That's not going to do it. One more of those will, though. We got people cheering for Michael. I think the way that Drephen plays, this is going to be really difficult to bring back because he's pretty conservative. Building some percent. Alright, so we're last stock here. Michael, all I can say is Drephen, watch out. You do not want to have to fight 5 more games against this man. 10% for free. No risk, max reward. Drephen's gonna wait wisely. I completely agree with not going in here or trying to be even near. So, probably got about 10 seconds of downtime. Is there anything you care to share with the audience? Any insight about the situation?
I mean,
what do you think's gonna happen? What happens next?
I think Michael's gonna honestly just try to cheese. I mean, well, I haven't watched. Okay, well, I guess it doesn't really matter.
Prediction right now. You can't say it forever to say it. I say Michael keeps back airing, and either Drephen gets impatient and gets rested, or he's just gonna get the next straight hit and win. All right, 42. This is scary because now Michael can start juggling Sheik. Can force her off the stage. Oh, that's gonna do it. Yep. All right, Drephen takes it in.